Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. I haven't really done a CRZ video in a little bit, but basically some things have happened. So for one, I was pulled over doing some toge. That was pretty much all my fault. Two, my splitter is broken on the bumper. And three, I put on a cold air intake. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a cold air intake if you have a CRZ for cheaper, as you may know it already online that there is a K&N kit you can buy, but it is very overpriced. Me personally, I got a cold air intake for this, sort of made up of all the parts online. I got it for around $50 NZ. You could probably copy what I've done, and yeah, if you have any comments, drop them below, but yeah, I'll show you guys how I've done it and link every product that I use. So here is the cold air intake that I've done. It's simply just a rubber tube, 90 degrees, 2.5 inch to 2.5 inch, with a metal, it's all aluminium, sensor pipe that I bought on AliExpress. This was silver. I have painted it black and put a little sticker, as you guys see. And this is just a cheap filter. You can actually upgrade this. These are like the universal kits you can buy online. I think I will change this in the future to a HKS mushroom filter, as they just perform better, and these ones are kind of cheap, so I don't really trust them in terms of reliability. And here is the damage on the car currently. So I did have the splitter fitted, but obviously, as you see, there is a big chunk missing out of it, and you can also see there is a chunk missing out of my grille. So in the future, there's going to be a video on me changing the grille. Hopefully, I'm trying to recreate the Mugen one that you guys may know of. It's sort of it's a much finer mesh, and it's made out of metal, not plastic. So, you know, you won't get holes in it as easy, and it won't become brittle over years. But yeah, today's video, I think I'm just going to take off the bumper, as some things may have gone wrong underneath. This basically happened from a possum. And as you can tell, also my fog light has been knocked out of place and has unplugged. I think I may leave the broken splitter on because it's not too noticeable from a distance. But yeah, I definitely need to order a new splitter online and fit that, as this one is looking very rough. When that arrives, I also will put on side skirts, as I will order them together. And there will be a full video on that. Some other things I've done to my car lately is lowered it much more. As you can tell, I'm on adjustable suspension, and it's basically as low as it goes. These are just teens, certed for the CRZ. I also have some stickers going on with the toothless branding, as that's the name of my CRZ. Little cringe, I know, but cool. Also, you guys can tell here with the fitment, the rear wheels are also poking out a lot more to fill the arch and basically not look super tucked, and that is because of these spacers. Not entirely legal, but I mean, you can take them off when you get WOF, or like however your country checks for if your car's legal. So yeah, next clip, I guess I'll take off the bumper. So to take off the bumper, basically the first thing you want to do is a clip here, clip here, clip here. All of these clips. Next thing you want to do is 2 screws here, same on the other side, and then also there will be mini clips underneath, but I do not have those as my splitter basically blocks them. So yeah, and then after that, you basically want to undo clips here, 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 and the whole bumper should come off. If you have fog lights, you will need to unplug them before you fully take it off. And just like that, the bumper is off. As you can tell, mine is super beat up at the moment. Definitely need to redo this grille, as they are very expensive online. But yeah, future video also will be getting a duct here, 350C duct. I have seen many others on the forum do that, and it seems like a well worth mod, so we'll be doing a video on that. But today, we need to focus on fixing things. Alright guys, so I just took out the fog light, and the pieces from when it got ripped out, and I just noticed that a piece of the splitter has somehow been wedged in to where the fog light was. But yeah, here's usually the splitter. It's just many pieces and bits and things wrong. Alright guys, so some time later and the bumper is off, and I have decided I'm going to upgrade the fog lights. So what I have done is taken out the fog light, taken out this plastic cover, and right now I am just plugging in the new upgraded fog lights, which have 3 lines and also a halo, which will be a daytime running light. They're currently not properly wired up, as I gotta mount them correctly to this, as this is an oval and they are circles. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably leave the splitter on. I've changed my mind on that, but yeah, I'm also gonna make a new stick out of this. So in the last clip you would have seen I was showing off the lights just plugged in, but now I have taken out the old fog lights and put in these more aggressive looking ones with halos. I simply just did it with 2 screws, some sort of janky mount here, and then just a screw into the original sort of piece. And I mean, it holds in well enough. So yeah, I'm not gonna show too much on how I did that, as it was very DIY, just janky. But here's what it turned out like. Like, this is before and this is after. There is a bit of a gap, and I think when it's on the car this is gonna be very dark, so it shouldn't matter too much. But this is both sides done, and I think with the halos it'll really pop, which should be pretty nice. And also I wanted to talk about the cold air intake. So what you want to order is a MAF pipe, which I do actually have one here. This is what you want to get. This is a 3-inch. You actually need 2.5-inch, or the sensor will play up, even though it has the correct mounting. It's just because there is too much air going through this pipe, and it just causes sensor issues. So make sure you get a 2.5-inch one of these. Then you want to get just like a generic pod filter, mushroom filter, anything you can find, which you can find very cheap. Another thing you want is a 3-inch pipe, and then you want to adapt that with a rubber housing to 2.5-inch to go to the sensor. Then just what you need after that is a 2.5-inch to 2.5-inch 90-degree rubber grommet. I will have all the parts needed linked in the description, so if you want to do the cold air intake mod for cheap as you can, you just need to buy all of the links in the description. I'm not going to go too in depth in this video in how I installed it, as it was pretty straightforward, simply just taking out the airbox, which I have in the back. Taking out this airbox, which was only 4 bolts, you can actually, if you really want to know, there is a tutorial sort of in my previous video where I upgraded the manifold, as you have to take off the airbox first. So once you take this out, it's simply just adding all of the parts you bought together, and it's like Lego. It's very easy to figure out. And one thing you might want to do, which I also may do a future video on, is actually where the pod filter sits. You want to build a aluminium heat shielding, as how I have it mounted now, as I showed in the video earlier. It is going to be picking up some like hot air in the engine bay, and hot air obviously leads to less performance. So yeah, but of course just adding a pod filter probably will increase liveliness of the engine, as there is less restrictive airflow. So it is definitely a worthwhile mod. And of course these fog lights is purely just looks. I guess, yeah, I think they will be a bit brighter, but probably nothing too crazy. It's only a fog light, not a headlight. Alright, yeah, this is just a video of me showing the mods I'm doing to my CRZ and how I'm building it up. Alright guys, so now I have the fog lights wired up. Right now, they are wired in a way that the halos show at the same time as the actual fog lights. And I could separate them so that the halos only turn on in the day, but I really cannot be bothered, as I don't really want the focus of the headlights to be on the fog lights, as I plan to do some mods on the headlights in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna put these back in the bumper, and then probably do the next mod. And alright guys, it is finally finished. The new fog lights, I think they look pretty sharp. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want a copy, yeah, I mean, go ahead. It's a pretty straightforward thing. I just bought these off AliExpress as well. They're like $40 NZ. And yeah, looks much more mean. Obviously the splitter's still broken though, and still don't have any side skirts, but yeah, that will be coming in a future video. And yeah, here is the intake for you guys that want to copy it. Again, just a real easy thing, literally not even much, so much cheaper than buying a kit. And next mod we will be doing is doing something to the back. We're going to be adding a sticker here, maybe on the top window as well. What is up guys, so that is basically the end of the video. I am just currently editing it and realized that I had forgotten to film an outro, so yeah. Any comments, leave them below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.